Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise, guys, on Madden 20. In this video, we wrap up the preseason, 2 games in 1. We kick things off in our brand new stadium, Allegiant Stadium, taking on the Ravens. Ravens come out on offense. Jackson drops back. It hits Andrews at the marker, and he picks up the first. 2 plays later, Ingram takes the handoff, but gets blown up in the backfield by Jonathan Abram. Then on 3rd and long, Jackson drops back, tries to roll out, but gets sacked by Cleveland Farrell. Ravens forced to punt. Raiders take over. It's 3rd and 8. Carr drops back, and he throws a dot over the middle to Tyrell Williams for 17. 3 plays later, Carr goes back to the air, and he threads the needle to Renfro up the seam for 14. Then on 1st down, Rashard takes the stretch right. He gets the edge and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Vegas is up 7-0. Next Ravens possession, Jackson links up with Andrews again. He turns upfield, and he's off to the races. The speedy tight end finally gets pushed out after a huge gain. 2 plays later, Jackson with the quick drop, and he connects with Snead in the end zone. We're knotted up at 7. Raiders take over. Jacobs takes the handoff, finds a lane on the right, bounces it outside, and he picks up 16. Later in the drive, Carr with the deep drop, and he throws a gorgeous pass over the middle to Blythe for 12. It would lead to this field goal from Daniel Carlson. Vegas goes up 3. But that Ravens pass game is gashing our secondary. Jackson connects with Andrews again, this time for 25. Then Jackson with the play action. And look at this ball to Hollywood Brown on the sideline for 16. It would lead to a field goal. Next Raiders possession, Carr from the gun. He scans the field, tries to force a pass. It gets picked off by Jefferson. He just didn't see him. Bad read for the QB. But on the next play, Jackson keeps the option left, cuts upfield, but gets rocked and fumbles. Crosby would recover, but the Raiders couldn't capitalize. Then a scary moment for the Ravens. Jackson keeps the option. He gets hit and fumbles again, and he would stay down, grabbing at his knee. We jump ahead to the 3rd, 4th and goal for the Raiders. Carr drops back, and he hits Williams on the slant. Touchdown, Raiders. Vegas goes up by 7. Then after a Ravens turnover, Jacobs takes the stretch left, gets 2 great blocks, and he's off to the races. He tries to cut, and he gets rocked and fumbles. Ravens would dive on it and recover, but they couldn't capitalize. Next trip down for the Raiders, Carr drops back, sheds a sack, then tries to roll out and gets stripped, and big fella Pierce scoops it up, and look at him rumble down the field. He's finally tackled at the 20-yard line. Then on the next play, Ingram takes the handoff up the gut, gets to the next level, jukes, and gets into the end zone. We're knotted up at 17. Backups in the game now. Tannehill with the deep drop. He tries to go to the outside, but gets picked off by Wallace, and he is gone. He takes it to the house. Ravens take the lead, and they would go on to spoil the opening of Allegiant Stadium, winning 31-25. Carr threw for 237 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And shout out to Josh Jacobs. He had 71 yards on the ground. We close out the preseason against the Giants. This is the game for the backups to get some time to show if they should make the team or not. Giants start off on offense. Keenum drops back and hits Sterling Shepard on the outside. He gets upended and picks up 19. Later, Keenum goes back to the air. He has all day in the pocket. He finally checks it down, and the running back is short of the marker. And now the Raiders are pinned deep. Carr comes out throwing, hitting Waller downfield for 18. Later in the drive, Carr goes back to the air, and he links up with his big tight end again for 20 more, but the drive would stall. Next Giants possession, Keenum hits Barkley on the screen. He avoids a tackler, hits the sideline, catches a couple blocks, and gets 26. Then the Raiders send the house, and Keenum loads up to go deep. He connects with Tate for a huge gain. Then Barkley takes the handoff right, turns upfield, and is about to walk into the end zone until he gets rocked by Taco Charlton, and it's a fumble. Raiders recover. What a hit by the DN. And the Raiders take over. Jacobs takes the handoff left, finds some room, and he picks up 9. Then Carr with the deep drop. And look at this throw to Waller over the defender for 15. Next play, Carr goes back to the air, and he links up with rookie Chris Blythe over the middle, and he gets close to midfield. But on the next play, Carr gets a little greedy. He tries to fit it into Blythe and gets picked off by LeBlanc. Backups in the game now. Daniel Jones goes play action, and he hits Slayton over the middle, and he picks up 17. Then on third down, Jones goes back to the air, and he hits Allen on the drag, but gets stopped short of the marker. Giants settle for 3. Raiders take over. Rashard takes a stretch out right, gets the edge, and he picks up 6. Then Tannehill drops back, slides to his left, and finds Moreau wide open over the middle, and he gets out past midfield. Next play, Jalen gets the rock again, finding some room, gets upfield, and picks up 18, but the drive would stall. After a Giants 3-and-out, Rashard back for the punt. He finds a lane up the middle, sprints out right, turns the corner, and stiff arms his way into Giants territory. 2 plays later, Tannehill goes to the air and throws a gorgeous ball to Foster on the outside for 22. Then on second down, Tannehill from the gun and drops a dime to Moreau, and he gets down to the 5. But 3 plays later, Ryan looks to throw it to the back of the end zone, and he gets picked off. But on the next Raiders possession, Tannehill from the empty set, he pump fakes, and he's going deep to Foster. He makes the grab and is gone. 85 yards to the house. Touchdown, Raiders. And the Raiders would go on to win their final preseason game 21-3. The second team did a great job moving the ball. Taking a look at the stats, Ryan Tannehill finished with 256 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns. Not much on the ground this week. Larry Rose III had 14 carries for 28 yards. Rashard had 9 carries for 44 yards. But the big play goes to Robert Foster. 3 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. Shout out to Foster Moreau. He had 5 catches for 67 yards and a score. But now it's time to get the roster down to 53, and here are some of the big moves. The Raiders traded wideout Austin Carr to the Cowboys for a 7th-round pick. Then they moved rookie corner Benjamin Northrup to the practice squad, and rookie DN Foster Manning is moved to the practice squad as well. Now the games count. We open up a new season and a new stadium against the Carolina Panthers. Again, guys, sorry it took so long for this to come out, but I hope you guys are excited for a start of a new season. If you are, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. Hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at Big C Gat Game. And we'll talk from Las Vegas. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.